Good morning. I'm Peter Milios from the Finance News Network. Stocks rose overnight after new data raised hope that the Federal Reserve can bring down inflation without pushing the US economy into a recession. The Consumer Price Index rose 3% on a year-over-year in June. Economists polled by Dow Jones expected a 3.1% increase. Month over month, the index rose 0.2% last month, also less than forecasted. On top of that, core CPI, which strips out volatile food and energy prices, rose less than expected. June data for the Producer Price Index, another well-watched gauge of inflation, is due tonight. However, the market is pricing in an approximately 92% chance that the Fed raises interest rates at the July meeting, according to CME's Fed Watch tool. Although Goldman Sachs economists are indicating the end of the Federal Reserve tightening with a final rate hike in July, followed by unchanged policy for the rest of the year, as the report shows encouraging disinflation trends and mixed performance across categories. Overall, the broad market index advanced 0.74% to hit a new high for 2023. The Dow Jones Industrial Average traded 0.25% higher. The Nasdaq Composite popped 1.15%. The S&P 500 and Nasdaq closed at their highest levels since April of 2022. Large technology firms, including Nvidia and Meta Platforms, saw their stocks rise by 3.5% and 3.7% respectively. Biotech company Recursion Pharmaceuticals experienced a significant 78% surge after receiving a $50 million investment from Nvidia. Domino's Pizza gained 11% following a deal with Uber Technologies to list its menus on its Uber's foods delivery apps. This marked a shift in Domino's stance toward food delivery companies. Regional banks such as Comerica, Zions Bancorp and KeyCorp performed well in the S&P 500. In commodity news, Brent crude surpasses $80 per barrel due to tightening supplies, slower US inflation and increased domestic demand, while oil majors BP and Total Energies secure a lucrative German offshore wind site auction, highlighting the growing appeal of renewable energy assets in Europe. The IEA foresees sufficient supply of critical minerals by 2030 to support climate pledges, with lithium supply nearing demand levels and improvements in the overall supply picture. However, project delays, cost overruns, and the need for diversification from key nations pose potential risks to meeting climate goals. Overall, all US sectors except for industrials and healthcare closed higher. Communication services was the best performer. The SPI futures are pointing to a 0.9% gain. Thank you for listening.